new intersection that's seen multiple crashes will be getting a big change.
Gorgeous first day of fall, but I've got changes working in as we get closer to the weekend. We'll break them down in a moment.
And a Central Kentucky teen injured in a crash on Labor Day weekend has died. How his school is helping his family now at 4.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. WKYT News starts now with breaking news.
Good afternoon. Several schools have been on heightened alert this afternoon after a reported shooting in Lexington. Police say they were called to Eastland Parkway just up from New Circle Road. Garrett Weimer is live on the scene with the breaking details. Garrett.
Well, the scene is now clear here at the Parkway Center Plaza, but a reported shooting put nearby school on heightened alert for about 45 minutes. Police say when they got here outside the Eastland Food Mart, they found evidence of a shooting. However, the victim, who they were told was down in the parking lot, had run away, as had the suspect. A school district spokesperson tells me Yates Elementary held its walkers and car riders and made parents pick up their kids inside the school. Buses, however, were allowed to leave. As for the investigation here, police say since they weren't able to talk to the victim, they really don't have a whole lot of information, and people inside the food mart weren't very much help because the shooting happened outside. We will continue to track the investigation and hopefully have more information for you later here on WKYT. Live in Lexington, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
Thank you, Garrett. Fall is officially here, and it's off to a nice start. Temperatures are in the upper 70s and low 80s across the region. Here's a live look at downtown Lexington. Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey has a first look at the forecast. Chris?
Yeah, we continue to look with the good stuff that is out there, Jennifer, not only with what's going on right now, but we've got one more day of basically similar conditions. You were showing the view into downtown Lexington. Very similar view over top of our WKYT weather garden on Winchester Road. Mix of sun and clouds, upper 70s, low 80s across the entire area this afternoon. Defender not picking up on precipitation, though a little bit of cloud cover showing up across parts of central and eastern Kentucky. Those clouds are not going to become precipitation producers, but look what's going on across the southeastern seaboard. Notice all the clouds and the rains that are now beginning to crank up. Couple of areas of low pressure in this area going to go against the grain and work toward the west and northwest. So over the coming days, the weather around the bluegrass state, really most of the eastern part of the country, is going in reverse. Now that's actually a good thing because that means we have an increased threat for some rain. That's the good part of it. Bad part of it, Jennifer, it may come just in time for the weekend. Hour by hour forecast has a soggy look to it when I come back in a few minutes.
Thank you, Chris. After concern from the community, the State Transportation Department now says it will put up a stoplight at a new intersection in Lexington. There have been at least 5 crashes on the newly opened Citation Boulevard extension at Greendale Road. Right now, the intersection is just a two-way stop on Greendale with several signs reminding drivers cars on Citation don't have to stop. WKYT's Victor Puente has reaction from drivers about the new traffic signal in our top story at 4.
This intersection opened Monday afternoon. Since then, there have been multiple crashes as drivers coming off of Greendale try to cross 4 lanes of traffic. The crossing at Greendale and Citation had been difficult to navigate for drivers trying to turn left. Traffic on Citation didn't stop, but both sides of Greendale have stop signs. A state spokesperson said based on the original traffic projections, this part of the road didn't warrant a traffic signal. But they reevaluated the amount of traffic and the accidents here, now say they'll be installing a signal as soon as possible. A man who lives next to the intersection says he's heard several of those crashes, and he was surprised when the road opened without a traffic signal in place.
There were 2 accidents within just a matter of about 3-minute time span, so it really has been a surprise that there isn't the lights, and as you can hear, constant honking when people aren't, as they perceive a person needs to be going.
Crews were out this morning putting up barrels and signs to reroute traffic. Until that signal is in place, there won't be left turns off of Citation or Greendale, and anyone approaching that intersection from Greendale will only be able to turn right. They hope that will reduce the number of crashes until there's a permanent solution. In Lexington, Victor Puente, WKYT.
A transportation cabinet official says they don't have an exact timeline yet for when that light will be installed. A man suspected of 2 violent crimes in just a matter of days appeared in court today. Lexington police say Adam Duff set a house on Leestown Road on fire last week. 2 people narrowly escaped and 2 dogs died in the fire. Police say Duff then shot a man Sunday night and robbed him during a drug deal on Warfield Way. WKYT has also learned Duff was convicted in a 2009 Lexington bank robbery. Duff's current charges include arson and attempted murder. The 2 women hoping to be Kentucky's next lieutenant governor will square off tonight in their first televised debate. State Representative Sandy Overly is running with Democrat Jack Conway, and military veteran Janine Hampton is running with Republican Matt Bevin. The debate is sponsored by WKYT, WLKY, and the League of Women Voters. You can watch a live stream of the debate tonight from 7 to 8 at WKYT.com. Then we'll replay it at 10 o'clock on the CW Lexington. Our reporters are working on a number of other stories for WKYT starting at 4:30. Amber Philpott joins us from the newsroom with a look at some of the news in progress. Good afternoon, Amber.
Good afternoon to you, Jennifer. Grief counselors were on hand today at a Central Kentucky high school helping students deal with the death of a classmate. A Lincoln County Public Schools spokesman says 18-year-old Ricardo Nunez died yesterday. Police say Nunez and 4 friends were in a car when it crashed in Knoxville on Labor Day. Nunez was thrown from the car. A benefit concert is set for next month, and Lincoln County high school students are showing support at school.
Kids here have fundraisers to donate money to Ricardo's family. Our teachers have paid $5 to wear jeans all week, and that was for the families.
An online fundraising effort has already raised more than $1,600, and a vigil is planned for tonight at Lincoln County High School. We'll have details coming up on WKYT News at 5. More than 1,000 arborists and tree care professionals from across the country are volunteering their services today in Kentucky. They're traveling the country working to improve conditions at veteran cemeteries across the U.S. Today they were working at Camp Nelson National Cemetery, where more than 16,000 veterans and their families have been laid to rest. We'll show you their efforts coming up on WKYT News at 5:30. That is a look at some of the news in progress. Jennifer, back to you.
Thanks, Amber. Now to a story making headlines across the nation at 4. As you just saw in the CBS special report, Pope Francis is on the way to Mass right now. Earlier today, President Obama welcomed the Pope to the White House. After a ceremony outside, the pageantry turned to more serious talks inside the Oval Office. Caroline Shively reports.
Some 11,000 guests packed the south lawn of the White House this morning to get a glimpse of Pope Francis. He then met behind closed doors with President Obama and led a short papal parade through the National Mall. In a ceremony fit for a pope, President Obama, joined by the First Lady and members of his cabinet, officially welcomed Pope Francis to the White House.
In your humility, your embrace of simplicity, in the gentleness of your words, in the generosity of your spirit, we see a living example of Jesus' teachings.
While the president largely used his welcoming speech to espouse ideals of compassion, he did touch on a few political issues where the 2 leaders largely agree.
Holy Father, we are grateful for your invaluable support of our new beginning with the Cuban people.
For his part, Pope Francis's public remarks were limited to areas of agreement as well. The public speeches were followed by a closed-door Oval Office meeting just after the ceremony.
It seems clear to me also that climate change is a problem we can no longer be left to a future generation.
Kentucky basketball coach John Calipari will get to hear Pope Francis speak tomorrow. He'll be in the audience when the Pope addresses a joint meeting of Congress.